Hello there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures, and today it's time to finish or do the next stage of our cover. I have finished the inside cover and I've done a little coating of watered down Mod Podge. I was going to use some matte medium, but it'd gone all thick because I haven't used it for so long. So I watered down some Mod Podge and just gave it a thin coating. Hopefully it's just enough to protect this without it. I didn't want it to go all wrinkly by getting it too wet. And I've just stuck on this label, so that is now good and ready to go, and I'm happy with that. And now I'm going to do the other cover. I also wrapped around, well, as you saw, wrapped everything around so that we've got a nice strong edge to our cover. And the next stage is the outside of the cover, which is going to be a patchwork, which I'm hoping will go okay. I had to go at laying it out just to see how it looked, but I haven't done anything more than that. I've given myself a nice little selection of squares. They're all just being cut, nothing exact. I haven't measured them. I've just cut them to sizes that I thought looked about right. Some of them are smaller than others, and I'm just going to have a go at laying them out and sticking them on, and then I shall sew them all into place off camera. I'm going to actually attach them to this piece of material. It is just slightly smaller than the cover. So if you can see, I've just measured it, so it's just a little bit smaller than my cover. And the plan is I'm going to overlap my pieces. So that's a really small one. I'll show you. Trying to find one that's actually a decent size. So I'm going to overlap the pieces, both sides, so that it just sticks out from the edge of the cover when it's stuck on. And then I'll trim it with, I've got this new rather fierce looking implement. It's a rotary cutter with a what do you call it, a crinkly edge. I can't remember, and a wavy edge. It's a bit like a pinking shears, only I don't get on with pinking shears, so I thought this would work. And because it's got an angle, I should be okay to cut it. I've tried it out. I think I can make it work, and then I'll just trim all along just outside the edge with this to give it that crinkly edge that will stop it fraying. That's the plan. Goodness knows if it'll work, but we're going to give it a go. This is what I've had in my head for some time, so I'm just going to go for it and see how it goes. I've got a variety of materials here. Some of them were bought in little packs of squares from, you know, Fabric Shop. I think I've got one little pack that I got from Amazon. I think this came from that pack. So these are quite thin. So they've got a vintage look, but they're not actually vintage. But some of these were also bought from an Etsy shop. Some of the pieces were, I think, as far as I'm aware, genuinely vintage. This is one of them. There's a whole collection so it's a bit of a mixture of some genuinely vintage, some of them just look vintage. And then I have these two squares, which I hope my friend will recognise when she sees it. Both of these two were actually cut from a dress, or two dresses, that she passed on to my daughter from her daughters, because her daughter was a little older than mine, and my younger daughter was the youngest of our 4 girls, and she passed on, I think, both of these dresses to her, which she wore. And she since looked back and said, "Mum, why did you dress me in a pair of curtains?" Which I can understand why she thought, but they were very, you know, in at the time, and I really loved the material. So I've always kept them and I've used them. They've been cushion covers and they've been different things. So now I'm using them in my junk journaling, and I think that just, you know, it's just repurposing them over and over again, which I'm quite pleased about. So they're going to go in somewhere and hope that she recognises them. So there we are. There's all my squares. And I think what I'm going to do is just try and stick them on with my bit of glue stick, just to hold them in place, to hold the design in place, so that I can then sew each square individually with my machine. I thought about using pins, but it would make it all a bit puckered and it wouldn't lay flat. So I'm going to give it a go with the glue stick and see how that works. I know it works sticking fabric to paper, but fabric to fabric I'm not sure. But I don't need it to hold for very long, just long enough for me to put it through the machine. So we'll give that a go. So I'm going to just start laying out these pieces. I've already had a go, and so I made sure I've got plenty to choose from here. So I'm just going to I think I'll lay them in place and then I'll put the glue in case I need to move things around afterwards. Just trying to put pieces together that kind of go together, I suppose. I don't think it doesn't really matter particularly. And these pieces, these turquoisey pieces, these 4, they all came from a pack from Hobbycraft, which is our store over here for craft materials, and it's just a pack of like a fat quarter pack, which and I just thought they were really gorgeous colours. I love this colour, and they actually have a real vintagey look to them as well. So I really love those. So I'm just going to lay them out, see how it goes, and wish me luck. Right, and I shall overlap them a bit as well. I want to make sure that they stick out far enough to give me a bit something to work with afterwards. So they're not going to be, I may have to trim some of them in case this, if the shapes or the sizes don't quite work out. Something like that. I like that way, which would be quite good, because what I don't want is all them all lining up. I want it to look quite higgledy-piggledy, that it's just a bit all over the place. Got a little, this one here. So now let's try this one down here. It's not quite, perhaps I can do it that way. That might work. Okay. This piece up here, and I like this one. It's going to go there. Ooh, yeah, I'm loving it so far. I just love all these squares. I wish I could get them all on, really, because they're all so pretty. This is one of the pieces I got from an Etsy shop. That's perhaps that way around. That is a vintage piece. I'll put that there, I think. I want to have lots of different. Oh, I love this piece. I've got quite a small. This is also from the vintage. Some of the vintage materials that I've got, and I've only got quite a small piece, and I just love it. So I'm just holding it a little bit. But I thought I really need to get a piece of that on. Although I am a bit worried that's going to be right on the spine, and I want to showcase it a bit. So perhaps I will put that. So this is why I haven't stuck them down yet. So I can move things around and make sure they get shown off properly. If I put that there, then I need another small piece. I've got a few smaller pieces. How about that piece there? That would be all right, I think. Might just trim this down a little bit. I suppose if it's sewn down, it'll probably stay in place. I don't want it to stick out beyond this piece. I think that'll be okay. Alright, now I can put this piece back here, and that's nice. That's a nice, good size piece to go. It's going to be, yeah, the spine is going to be roughly down the middle there, so that'll be fine. I need some fairly strong pieces, I think, in that middle area, because it's going to have, although what I think I'm going to do, I think it'll work out, is I'm actually going to sew in the signature before I attach this outer cover, because then the signature will, the thread of the signature will be hidden, and then I'll stick this over the top, so you won't actually see that, and it'll secure the signature a bit more firmly, and it means I won't have to sew it through these bits of material, so they're not going to be under that extra pressure of having being sewn through. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I got this piece. Okie doke. This is a very small piece. I think I'll make that a filler piece a bit further down the line. Let's see what else I've got here. Okay. No, don't want the blue there. I think I put that one there. Looks, is that right? Put it up there the other way. Put that there. Some of these pieces are a bit on the thin side, but I think they'll be okay as long as they're not all too thin. Put that one there. And then this lovely piece here, although that's now lining up with that, isn't it? So if I put that down there, then I could put a little piece like this. Maybe that will go there. Ooh, it's going to be tight. Let's see. If I pull this down a little bit. So I want them to all just overlap that little bit so that I don't want any gaps. So that goes there. And then that piece, maybe I'll do it that way. That way. Okay, that piece there. And then this other piece from my daughter's dress. Every time she sees a piece of this, because I have used it also, some of this material for covers, for journals. I've done a couple of journal covers that I haven't even used, using this material, because it was material I happened to have. When I first started doing junk journaling, I didn't have a lot of fabric around. So I fished these out. They'd been made into cushion covers and never used, so I snipped them open and started again. And as soon as my daughter saw that, she said, "Oh yeah, I used to wear those. You made me look like a pair of curtains, Mum." Which I thought was a little unfair. But I understand it wasn't quite her cup of tea now. She wouldn't have wanted to wear them now, but at the time I thought she looked dead cute in it. But we always think, you know, we know best, don't we? Whoops. Right. Okay, so where's this piece going to go? I think that will go there. I'm getting there. I'm liking it. Oh, where'd that bit now? Right, okay, that bit can go there. Right, so what we need is one piece for this corner. I've got this piece that I'd quite like to use, but maybe it'll go up here. Yep, I think I might put that there. Tuck that in under there. Okay, so that goes there, that goes there. This piece is really thin. I'm not sure. I like it, but it's very, very thin, and I'm not sure it's going to be strong enough. So I might. It seems to be thinner than this one. And that's not going to be quite big enough. It's tricky, and this is a bit bigger. So maybe. I've got two bits of that, haven't I? Maybe I do that and that. Nope, nope. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to maybe. So what I could do, I've got this old hanky, and it's got really pretty embroidery on, so I could just cut that out, put that there, or not sure. Don't think it quite looks right. So I think what I need to do, where's that? I had a bag with some of my little scraps that I cut off. I think I might have to use these just for that last little corner. Need some little pieces. What's this? Oh no, that's a bit. I could cut this down, but it seems a shame if I've got a small piece that would fit. I've got this piece, I love that. I could put that there, trim that off. Put that there. So some of these have already got have already been pinked on the edges, as you can see. So I may be able to leave them as they are. I don't know, depends how it goes when I get there. Right, one last piece, just a little square for in here. What can I use? Got that piece, but it's too close to that. What else have I got? Oh, nope. I've got that little piece. That would go. That will look all right there. How about that? Now we're covered. Lovely. All right, I think we have our patchwork cover. Now I've just got to go and try and get them all to stay in their positions that I've put them in. So okay, put that one in. Are you going to stay? That's the trouble. It sort of goes a little bit out of shape when you put the glue on. Now I think I need to start from this side because they're all overlapping from that way. So maybe if I put the glue on the fabric rather than on the backing, that might work better. I'm hoping this is going to work, that it will keep it in place. Right. And that when I lift it up, it's not all going to fall off. Okay, let's just try a bit of glue on these. It's quite good strong glue, so I'm fairly hopeful that it will work. Okay. So this is this video will probably not air for a couple of weeks. So it's but at the moment it's a beautiful Monday at the end of September. And the sun's shining and it's glorious, but I don't suppose it will last. Never does. And we went to see we hadn't seen our little granddaughter since we got back from our trip to North Yorkshire. So I bought her a couple of little presents and things, and we were very keen to see her. So we went over to see them on Saturday and spent the afternoon being thoroughly bossed about, because she's 2.5 now, and she knows exactly what she wants to do with her nanny and granddad. She knows. She had us, first of all, granddad had to go and, she went and got out a picnic blanket that her mum and dad have got, and then she unravelled it all and laid it all down on the floor in the kitchen, and then came trotting back in and grabbed granddad's hand and said, "Lie down, granddad." So poor granddad had to lie down on the kitchen floor and be put to bed and have his back rubbed, because that's what they do to her in nursery. He had his back rubbed and his tummy rubbed, and then he was given a bottle to drink, and because one of her favourite game, and it has been from quite early on, is to put her dollies to bed and her soft toys. She loves her soft toys, and she loves to put them to bed. So that's what she's decided that she's going to do to her nan and granddad as well. And let's put that up a little bit higher. Yeah, so that was granddad. It was granddad's turn, and then she decided that he started having a little tantrum. He wasn't doing what he was told. So she sort of told him that he could go, and she came trotting in. "Nanny, come." So she grabbed my hand, and I had to go out in the kitchen, and I had to lay on the floor. And I don't really lie down on the floor very easily. It's not something I'm... Oh, this is all kind of getting a bit close together. Yes, I don't get down very easily, so my husband had to help me get down on the floor so I could lay down and be put to bed as well. And then she went and got a little quilt that her daddy's auntie had made before she was born, and made for her when she was born, and she went and got that and covered it over me and tucked me in, and I got a good night kiss, which was lovely, and it was very cute. She was so funny. And then she she came back in. She said, "Sit, Nanny." So I had to sit up, and then she proceeded to feed me with large chunks of banana that her daddy had cut out for her. And she was just feeding them in one at a time, but straight, immediately, straight off, one after the other. So I was nearly choking and laughing at the same time, because she was just trying to get them in as fast as she could, just one after the other. And so Jenny had to shout, "Stop, Nanny can't eat anymore." So yeah, then she had some. So yeah, it was good fun. We had a lot of laughs. We always laugh all the time when we go and see them. She has such a great imagination. She plays lots of little games by herself, but if she can get us to get involved, then she does, and I think she quite enjoys that. So do we, for that matter. Being a nanny is just one of the biggest joys in life, I think. I don't think you even really appreciate how much joy you're going to get from your grandchildren until they start to arrive. We only have the one at the moment. Who knows if we'll ever get another one. We might do. We are ever hopeful. But yeah, that was a lovely weekend, or a lovely afternoon really. It wasn't a whole weekend. Okay, let's put that one there. Or does it go the other way? I think it goes that way. That way? Yes, I think so. This is kind of turning out slightly different to the way I originally had it, but that's okay. Yeah, so let's see. Stick that one down. As long as I haven't got any gaps, I don't mind if they don't completely go in the same way as they did before. They're more or less in the same order. Okay, so is that one going there? Let's see where we are with these. That one can go up there. Where were we? I think that one was at the top somewhere. Not that one. I've lost track a bit where I was now. That one was down. Is that like that? Can't remember. I can't remember what I was doing. I might put that down there actually. Yeah, that one might go there. Okay, let us carry on. Put that one there, I think. Yeah. And that one down there. Yep. Oh, that one's stuck down there. So I need to put something here then. Okay. I need a... Alright, so yes, it's ended up slightly different to the way I had it before, but it doesn't matter. As long as I've got enough pieces to fill the space, it doesn't matter what order they go in. Okay, put that piece here. Right, and I think, where was that other piece? This piece, I think, can now go here. Alright, so that's in that space there. Right, and then that one can go there. Is that going to work? Just about. Alright. Oh no, I had that piece there before, didn't I? Yeah. Trying to mix the colours up a bit, but is it big enough? That's the question. It's not going to... Oh, that's not going to quite fit there. So, I need a yellow one. That yellow one might... no, it's not going to work. So that one might work. Okay, that one. That one goes there. Alright. Right. Okay. That one can go like that. Like that. And that one can go there. Oop. Or do I need that one there and that one there? Alright, can you go over far enough there? I think I'll have to do that. Put that there, and then I can put a piece here. Oh, no, put that there. that one there. Oops. Okay. And that one there. Right. So that piece can now go here. Good thing that's the back, isn't it? It's very patchworky. But it's I guess that's the nature of how it goes. So if I did that there, then I'd need a little piece there and a little tiny piece there. We should be good to go, hopefully. Alright, I'll put that. Yep, okay. Alright, let's put that there. I've still got that one there. No, I need to move this one down a little bit because I've got too many patchworky bits together. Alright, so that can go there. I'm thinking I can put some yellow piece down there. I think so. Put that piece there and that piece there. Yeah, that's all good. Right. Oop. Okay, and that little piece there. Right. And I've got that there. I've got another piece there. So I've just got a little hole here now. Okay. What do I... Oh, a little piece of this would be quite nice, I think. I've got that little piece. Oh no, it's the same colour. Got a few odd pieces here. What about that bit? Okay. Let's put that bit on there. I think we're there. Right. A bit of glue. Alright, stick that there. Okay, so now we have, hopefully it's all stuck down. Shall we see if it'll stay there when I pick it up? Woohoo! Yep, I've got plenty of overlap on the sides so that I can trim it to size when I've stuck it on the cover. The only thing is, if I put the signature in first, then it's going to be difficult to lay it flat, isn't it? Yes. Okay, I have to think about that one. I might have to put this on first after all and put the signature through, because otherwise it'll be difficult to get it on flat once the signature's in. Yes, these things are never quite as easy as you think. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to do my utmost to sew this on neatly, and then I'll come back and show you it finished, and perhaps I'll even attach it if I think that's what I might need to do after all. Okay, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I'm back. It's a couple of hours later, and a cup of tea as well was required to get me through get me through the sewing, but I have managed to get it all sewn on. It's not perfect. It doesn't bear any really close scrutiny, but I have managed to go around all the squares with a zigzag. Some of them a couple of times where I've missed bits, and yeah, it's not perfect, but then I'm no expert, so I did the best I could. There were a couple of places where I had to cover up where the material just kind of didn't quite meet, so there's a bit of rig-rag there and a little bit there, but you know, it's all on and I'm reasonably happy with it. It could have been better, but I'm not sure I could have done it any better. So that's ready to go, and I think once I've glued it on and it's got the signatures and things, I think it'll be fine. I might put a bit of lace on later on, or decorate it in some other way, not to cover up, just to kind of enhance with any luck. So I'm going to have a go at sticking it onto my cover now. Here's my cover. It does cover it completely. If I turn it over, I can see there's a bit either side, all the way round, which is encouraging. That means I've got enough room to trim it after I've stuck it down. I might just take that little bit of white off here. I don't really want any white sticking out. Ow. that was me. Wasn't very clever. Okay, so let's give this a go. I'm going to do it like I do most things, bit at a time, and with my Fabri-Tac. Okay, and afterwards, when I've stuck it down and trimmed it, I may well sew round the edge one last time, just to make sure it's perfectly secure on here, or just to give it a finish. So I'm just going to do this half, and then I'll do the other half, giving it a good squeeze. I have topped up my bottle so it's coming out a little bit more freely than it was before when I used it last time, when it was really getting to be a struggle to get it to come out of the bottle. So I just do it up to the fold, but not over the fold, because I don't, if that's where my signet's going to go, I don't want it to get clogged up with glue when I put my needle through. So I think that's enough for now. Let's give this a go. Okay, let's see. Oop, needs to come down a bit more. Okay, let's make sure I've got a bit showing either side. Oh, I think it needs to come up a bit more this way, because I've almost lost my pattern, lost my, let's put it there. I want to make sure there's still some showing on this side, at this end. Okay, pull it flat. Now I need to pull it up a bit more this way. Just getting it in the right, so I've just got enough showing either side to trim it with my zigzaggy cutter. Okay, there's a bit, just about enough, I think. Down. Have I got this upside down? I got this the wrong way out. Oh, just realised. Oh dear. Never mind. Right, this is the front, so I'm going to put a bit more glue on. Good thing I realised before it completely stuck down. Suddenly realised there was a bit on the front that I didn't expect to see on the front. Try this again. That's what always happens, isn't it? Do it on camera and something all bound to go wrong. But never mind. All is not lost. Okay, a bit more glue down there. Right, let's give this another try. Make sure I've got it the right way round this time. That's the front. Okay, just lay it on gently. Check that I've got enough showing around the edges. Yeah, I think so, just about. Okay. Perhaps I'll use my card to give it a good old smush. It doesn't lie as flat as perhaps I'd quite like it to, but it'll be fine. This is something handmade, made with love, and made by somebody who's not an expert sewer at all. Made for somebody who is quite a good sewer, so she'll probably spot the imperfections, but she'll forgive me for them, because she knows I don't really sew. Right, let's try this side. Squish, 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 squish. Right, come on. There we come. There we go. Around the edges. So I think I will, once this is all dried, I will go round the edge one last time with the sewing machine. I'll probably do that tomorrow when this has had a chance to dry. Might do with a different colour, so I might put brown back on, because I've changed the thread to the light coloured cream thread, so that it's not too doesn't show up too much, because I didn't want it to be all about the sewing. I'm hoping the sewing won't be too much in evidence, so I used a lighter colour, but I think just round the edge it'd be nice to have that little bit of contrast. I'll decide when the time comes whether that would work or not. Right, that's quite a lot of glue. Okay, let's press to put this down. Okay, I think we're just noticed another little place that I didn't quite catch it, but maybe I'll pop some glue under there just to make sure it sticks down afterwards. So that's now glued on. Now, I don't know whether to do my cutting right now. I suppose it won't hurt. Well, it might hurt, but I might give it a go. If it's not going very well, I might do it. I might finish it off camera, or I can do it where I'm not feeling quite so under observation, if you see what I mean. So I got this. I haven't really used it much. I've only just got it. I had another one which was just goes straight, but I didn't get on with that. I wanted one that gave me and also you had to press your button in to make it work, and that was too hard. So I can hold it at that angle, which gives me a little bit more purchase. So I'm going to give it a go and see if I can just trim it up along the edge of the cover. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so that's trimmed. I haven't got too close. Okay, it's not quite, that hasn't quite caught. Okay, that's caught it there. Alright, let's see how we got on. Almost all of it. Oh, that's why, because there was that bit of rickrack was on there, so that's why it's not quite caught there. And okay, got that. Okay, that's happened. Let me just have a look on the other side to see how it looks. No, it's not too bad. Hopefully that will prevent it from fraying. Anyway, okay, let's do the next section. Just take it slowly. Which way shall I go? It might come towards me. Might go on better coming Oop, get that the right way around. No, I've got to go away from me. I think I'll start from the middle. Just take it slow. And how's that gone? Oh, not too bad. That bit come away. Yep. There's always a couple of bits that seem to be missed, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Right. And see how we're getting on with that. That's come away. That's doing all right. Well, it's not doing too bad. I can definitely get on better with it at this angle than I was with the straight one. It gives me a better purchase. Okay, I'm going to come back this way. I'm just following the line of the cover. Yep, okay, nearly there. Okay, that's that piece. How are we doing? How are we looking? Okay, that looks all right. Well, you know, not perfect. Nothing's ever perfect. This is handmade, and this is not my forte. But I think it's the best option to prevent the fraying. Okay, let's see how we got on with that. Oh, getting better. Getting better. Just a little bit more to go there. Still not quite got it. That was just that little bit. Okay. Woohoo. And then just this side to do. This is the one with a few short bits, so hopefully we'll just catch them. And actually that one, don't really need to trim that little bit because it's already got the zigzaggy on it. Let's see, although it's sticking out a little bit there, isn't it? Okay, I might start from this end now and come back. No, I won't. I'll go that way because it's easier to push away and to come back towards me until I'm... Okay, let's see. Is that it? Tiny little bit, just right. Okay. I think I need to. Oh yeah, that's trimmed. Nearly there. Right, I think I need to just get this piece a little bit closer. Okay. I got it. Oh, I think I've just caught the edge of the... Oh, I'm too impatient. Okay, just me to mess it up on the front. Maybe it won't notice too much. Alright, let's have a look. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, so that's the cover. I have got some corners and I might be able to put some of the Tim Holtz metal corners on. I'll see how it feels if it's not too thick. Yeah, so I think it definitely will need just a line of stitching because it's not quite caught it everywhere with the glue. So I think when it's all dried, I'll just go through round the edge one more time with a line of stitching. And we'll see. I think it looks pretty much how I imagined it might. The The finish isn't perfect, but I think it'll do. I like the inside as well. So there we are. Cover done. Well, almost done. I've got a little bit more, something else I want to put here, which I need to work on, and then we'll go back and we'll start working on decorating the signatures in the next couple of videos, and also do a few more pieces of ephemera. I shall probably, I need some more tags. I've got in mind to make some interesting pockets. I've seen lots of pockets being made on YouTube, so I want to have a go at making some pockets. So yeah, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there, which is good, because I've already had another idea for another journal I want to do, but that'll be for another time. And I've got another one I want to do after this. Well, I've got a couple now that I want to do, so get this one done first, and then we'll see what happens, what I want to make next. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed seeing me struggle with my not very expert sewing. Well, not that you saw me actually sewing and the actual struggle, because that would just be too hard to watch. And it took a long time. I mean, it literally did take me nearly 2 hours to do it. It's so many little squares to go around. So I'm glad I got that done. It's been one of those things that's been weighing on my mind and keeping me awake at night, trying to think how I'm going to do it. So at last I've got my cover done and I can move on. Thank you so much for joining me, and please do join me again for the next video. Bye for now.